PS கோவிந்தசாமி நாயுடு இவரும் இவரது 4 மகன்களும் கோவையை கல்வித் தலைநகராக மாற்றுவதிலே சிறந்து விளங்கினர்.
தீபம் இயற்கை டிவி உறவுகளுக்கு வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம். நாம் இந்த வீடியோவில் இயற்கை வளங்களை பாதுகாக்கிறதுக்காக 21 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பு ஆரம்பிக்கப்பட்ட சிறுதுளி அமைப்பை பற்றியும் அவங்க 21வது ஆண்டு விழா கொண்டாட போடுறாங்க, அதை பற்றியும் நாம் பார்க்க போகிறோம். இன்றைக்கி கோயமுத்தூர்லையும் சரி தமிழகத்திலும் சரி இயற்கை ஆர்வலர்கள் அதிகமாக இருக்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு சிறுதுளியும் ஒரு காரணம். நாங்கள்லாம் குறிச்சிக்குளம் பாதுகாப்பு இயக்கம் ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுக்கு சிறுதுளி அமைப்போட சில குளங்களுக்கு போய் தன்னார்வ தொண்டு செய்ததால் வந்த விளைவு குறிச்சிக்குளம் பாதுகாப்பு இயக்கம் இங்கே இருக்கிற மக்களை வச்சு துவங்கப்பட்டது. அவங்க கோயமுத்தூரில் இருக்கிற டாக்டர்ஸ், தொழிலதிபர்கள் இவங்க எல்லாம் ஒன்று சேர்ந்து சிறுதுளிங்கிற பேரில் இயற்கை வளங்களை பாதுகாப்பதற்குண்டான செயலையும் தண்ணீர் நிலத்தடி நீர் பெறுவதற்குண்டான செயலையும் தொடர்ந்து செய்து வந்திருக்கிறார்கள். அதை நான் சொல்வதை விட அந்த விழாவுக்கு போய் மிக முக்கியமான தமிழகத்தின் 3 மாண்புமிகு மந்திரிகளை அழைச்சிருக்கிறாங்க. அவர்கள் என்ன சொல்லுகிறார்கள், இதன் தலைவர் என்ன சொல்லுகிறார், இதற்கு முக்கியமான காரணமாக விளங்கி கொண்டிருக்கின்ற திருமதி வனிதா மோகன் அவர்கள் என்ன சொல்கிறார், மொத்தமே இதில் 5 பேர் சிறப்பு சொற்பொழிவாற்றியிருக்கிறாங்க. இதை அவசியம் நீங்கள் கேட்டு தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். அதுவும் எஸ்பெஷலி தீபம் இயற்கை டிவியை சார்ந்தவங்க அவங்கெல்லாம் என்னென்ன பணி செஞ்சுருக்காங்கங்கிறத, இதுக்கெல்லாம் முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுத்து இயற்கை வளத்தை பாதுகாக்குங்கிறத சொல்ல போகிறாங்க. அதனால் இது ஒரு 4 எபிசோடாக நாம் போட போகிறோம். அவசியம் நீங்கள் இதை பார்த்து புரிஞ்சு அதுக்குண்டான சப்போர்ட்டை நம்ம கோயமுத்தூரில் செஞ்சு நாம் இங்கே பசுமையை அதிகமாக உருவாக்கி பூமியில் இப்போ எடுக்கிற சூட்டை தணிக்கிறதுக்கு உண்டான முயற்சியை நாம் அரசோடு இணைஞ்சு செய்வோம். வாங்க அந்த விழாவுக்கு போய் எப்படியெல்லாம் சிறப்பாக பேசுகிறாங்க, அவங்களுடைய செயல்பாடுகள் என்னன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். வாங்க போகலாம்.
கோவையில் நவ இந்தியா அருகில் உள்ள ஹிந்துஸ்தான் கல்லூரியில் நடைபெற்ற சிறுதுளியின் 21வது ஆண்டு விழாவிலே மிகச்சிறப்பாக செயல்பட்ட திருமதி வனிதா மோகன் அவர்களுக்கு மாண்புமிகு மந்திரிகள் முன்பு சால்வை அணிவித்து அவர்களை கௌரவித்தார்கள். வந்திருந்த அனைவரும் கரகோஷம் எழுப்பி அவரை வாழ்த்தினார்கள். வனிதா மோகன் ஆற்றிய ஆங்கில உரை.
Information and Publicity, Shri Swaminathan, Respected Minister for Industries, Shri Dr. T.R.P. Raja, Chairman of SIRUTHULI, Dr. S.P. Balasubramanian, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Environment is not an option or a choice. It is a need, a desperate need, a dire necessity. There is a distinct difference between need and want. Environment is a need, while economic development is a want. Unfortunately, today, both the E's have swapped places. Economic development has taken a first seat and environment has taken a back seat, unfortunately. What is gaining preference? Want is gaining preference over need. There cannot be any development without the fundamental needs like water and clean air if they are not met. To all of us in SIRUTHULI, environment is not just a buzzword. It is an emotion which is most palpable and responsive. Mother Nature has been responding to us, to whatever little we have been doing towards protecting her every step of the way. This evening, I just want to share something with you. Every time we have a function, we will have a sprinkling of showers of blessings. Today we were wondering whether it was going to rain because it was very sultry. It didn't look like it was going to rain. But as soon as our honorable ministers arrived, we got the showers. And that goes to show that the showers are waiting for us through them. They have given us the assurance, and I'm sure they are going to be blessed. We realized the importance of protecting the environment 21 years ago when a water surplus region morphed into a water-stressed region purely due to neglect and human carelessness. The situation at that point in time was one of desperation. Parched throats looking desperately for a drop of water to quench the thirst. A deep fear within every one of us. Would we be forced to leave this place which has been a home for generations? But beneath it all were a few hearts that were filled with hope and determination that they will work together and make it happen to reverse the situation. At that point in time, all we had was a pocket full of dreams and a heart full of love for the city that we call home. Starting with the water body, Krishnavati, in the western part of Coimbatore, and guided by water warriors like Dr. Rajendra Singh, known as the Waterman of India, and blessed by none other than our dear Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, we have come a very long way. 9,000 plus million liters of storage capacity enhanced through 69 water bodies, 12,000 plus million liters of water taken into the ground through 903 rainwater harvesting structures, 8 lakh plus trees planted through 114 plantation projects. We have been putting in a lot of efforts, keeping in mind the quote by Lester Brown. We have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. We have borrowed it from our children. Our efforts have been fully supported. We would not have traveled so far, but for the tremendous support that we have been receiving from the Coimbatore district administration as well as the corporation, notwithstanding the support, the silent but stark support that we have been getting from the state government, without whose help and guidance SIRUTHULI would have remained a white dream. Even while we were doing all this work, 2024 dawned to give us a bitter taste of things to come. Unseasonal rains causing havoc to farming activities and unprecedented heat waves that rocked the entire nation. Coimbatore was no exception. Temperatures which have hitherto not been recorded reveal the fact that climate change was setting in. With added vigor and strength, what we have experienced this year was just a teaser, a trailer of the action thriller that is waiting to be released. If we don't watch out, we are doomed. That is what I would like to say. I don't want to sound like a doomsday merchant, but it was there for all of us to see, starting from the beginning of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, climate change is here to stay. And unless we react and take charge, the repercussions will be anything but palatable. Climate change is no longer a fashion statement, not a subject that has to be discussed within the four walls of the drawing room. This is something that has to be addressed collectively and aggressively on a war footing. That is why we have invited all of you here, because this climate change is not a battle that can be fought by a handful of people. It has to be fought by the entire city. When things started heating up in February, we decided that something had to be done, and done immediately, to mitigate the harmful effects of climate change. A 75-day campaign Tuliyai, SIRUTHULI, beginning on March 22nd on World Water Day and culminating on June 5th, the Environment Day, was quickly put together by all our members to create large-scale awareness among the citizens of Coimbatore and to elicit that support. More than creating awareness, what we wanted to create is a sense of fear. What is going to happen? Because the 2 or 3 months that we went through the sweltering heat, people were in a daze. They didn't know what was happening, what hit them. So I think this is going to become a feature, a regular feature, if we don't watch out and do something about it. During the process of the campaign, we connected with various sections of the society. Hoteliers associations, hospitals, educational institutions, industrial associations, trade bodies, builders, construction people, architects, plumbers, food caterers, marriage hall owners, farmers, residential associations, etc. Sections of society who consume significant quantities of water. The response was indeed overwhelming, and we have been able to devise plans for conserving water and ensuring that every individual does his or her bit to save that extra precious drop of water. SIRUTHULI has opened our eyes for several more initiatives which will be crucial for water conservation. This campaign has been an eye-opener and a great learning experience for all of us. Going forward, we hope this is not the end of the campaign, this is just the beginning. Going forward, we hope to intensify our efforts to conserve water wherever possible through all the people with whom we connect. At this juncture, I wish to appreciate and applaud the efforts of all our APEX members, the trustees for their support and faith in us, and the staff of SIRUTHULI have done a wonderful job in all these 75 days relentlessly to convey the message of SIRUTHULI. With 650 millimeters of average rainfall, yearly average rainfall in the Coimbatore region, we will be able to harvest 1,62,500 million liters of water. We hope seriously to work on this front through promotion of rooftop rainwater harvesting and rainwater harvesting in open spaces, roadsides basically, wherever there is water stagnation. A kind request to our honorable ministers to consider making rainwater harvesting mandatory for everyone. Besides that, defunct bowls within the corporation can be converted into recharge bowls, which again will save precious water. Today we have signed MOUs with 5 associations to start with. We'll be signing more MOUs with other associations as well. Confederation of Real Estate Developers Associations of India, CREDA, Coimbatore Builders and Contractors Association, SIPACA, Builders Association of India, Coimbatore Center, BAI, Association of Consulting Civil Engineers, Coimbatore Center, ACCE, and Coimbatore Associations of Realtors, COIMA. We have done this to collaborate and carry out research. Because they are into construction, they will be able to straight away do something about harvesting rainwater. We hope that through that active collaboration, we will be able to make a difference. Trees are very, very precious. Besides mitigating the ill effects of carbon emission, they are also very silent but very strong rainwater harvesters. Although we have planted and nurtured 8 lakh trees, we still have a very long way to go before we meet our target of 25 lakh trees, 1 tree per citizen of this region. The main impediment we face is the lack of space for plantations. Our request again to the honorable ministers is to allot plantation sites which are available with the HRMC department. There are lakhs of acres that are lying fallow, which can otherwise be converted into the urban forest that you have seen on the video. There's plenty of urban or afforestation that we can do on these sites. HRDC department is the only department which has a lot of land to spare. The next most important, the primary thing is to have the Noel river flowing again. Noel restoration, as our chairman said, is our prime concern. We have been trying to see how the Noel can be restored to a glorious, pristine past. 34 streams which used to feed the river are no more there. 2 streams that we have taken up. Recently there was a 3rd stream that we took up, which was completely silted up. When we went there, we did not know how to go about it. But then when we started getting into it, it was almost 1.5 kilometers. And now there is so much of water there. One of the farmers who spoke on the presentation, he is very happy because all their wells will get recharged with water standing there. Otherwise, all of this water would have just gone into the adjoining areas, flooding the fields, and then probably going into a sewage drain. All the water has been saved. So if we can start restoring each and every stream that feeds the river Noel, I think we would have made it, almost made it. But the impediment for Noel restoration is the sewage that is being let into the river. Right from the foothills of the Western Ghats, we have so much of sewage from the panchayats, and then when it comes into the city, it is a sewage drain, it is no longer a river. When we desilted lakes and ponds, the intention was to bring good rainwater into them. But unfortunately, in most of the places, we find only sewage standing in the water bodies, causing severe aquifer contamination. Several technologies have been evaluated by a technical team to set up low-cost and effective sewage treatment systems. The cost of treatment of sewage works out to 2 paise per liter. It is just 2 paise per liter. If we are able to treat the sewage and give it to farmers, 3 lakh liters of treated sewage can irrigate 90 acres of coconut trees or 70 acres of areca nut trees. This will significantly reduce the burden on the groundwater, because there is so much of water that is being drawn through the bore wells and the groundwater is getting depleted without getting filled. Another big problem that we have is the extraordinary number of bore wells that are drilling the earth every day, especially with real estate sites coming up. There's so much of drilling that is happening, bore wells that are being drilled without replenishing the groundwater, which is a big cause for concern. This will also, when you start treating the sewage, it will also reduce the contamination of the aquifers. SIRUTHULI's Nalla project is going forward, is going to be our flagship project, where we are putting all our efforts into it. 2 sites, 2 ponds have been identified, and we have given a proposal to the corporation. We hope that we will be able to partner with the corporation and make a change. Karnataka has been blessed with a committed network of NGOs who have been silently but relentlessly been working on the environmental front. Many of them are here with us today. On behalf of all of them and SIRUTHULI, we seek the continued support of the citizens of Vanitha to make this region a model for climate change mitigation. Coming together is the beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Let's hope that all of us can join together. Let today be the beginning of something very, very big to make sure that we are the first to combat climate change. Thank you all once again for coming.
Sorry, it's DJ.